Alright, chat. How's it going?
Hello, chat. How's everyone doing today? Hope you all are doing well on this fine Memorial Day, and if not, well, that sucks. Uh, and to all of our people who don't celebrate Memorial Day or aren't engaged in it, hi to you too. So, what we're doing today is gonna cause a problem.
A little
We're gonna
bit
get
of a
roasted.
problem.
We're gonna get roasted today. So, the plan today is we're gonna look at every color combination in Magic and tell you its stance whether or not they're in a cult. Alright? Hey, Veggie. So, it's
Oh,
pretty
boy.
straightforward.
It's an extremely straightforward topic. It's just, we're prepared to get both A, canceled, and B, roasted, so...
My booty ain't ready, but we're gonna feel it anyway. Alright.
Look, we were supposed to put this off for another, 3 or 4 weeks, but unfortunately some complications happened with pre-con leagues, so...
Yeah, unfortunately our friend got forced to work a double today, which is kind of stupid. I feel bad for him, but it's okay. We get to do this fun topic instead. Alright, so, Matt, can you show the the tier list that we have today?
Alright, chat. Here's the tier list.
Alright,
All of its wonderful glory.
So we have 5 very important tiers, right? So the first tier, the highest tier, is definitely in a cult. 100% this is a cult. Alright? Next level is, it's kind of a cult, so it's multi-level marketing.
Yep.
The next one after that is there's some culty behavior going on here, but it's not the worst, It could be worse. These are our shareholders, specifically the hodlers. Because diamond hands, baby. Then the next one here is just big fan. Huge fan of your work. Really, just have an appreciation for what you're doing today.
And then we have the based as fuck category.
Yes, based as fuck. Y'all just know what to do with life.
Yep.
So let's start off with the easy one, which is just mono black.
I mean, guys, let's be honest here. Mono black is a cult. It's always been a cult. In every format, you're playing 8-rack.
It's mono black players love everything that mono black does and don't really care about what other colors do. It's just, if you say, yeah, my favorite color to play in Magic is black, my immediate question is, okay, so how was your Carrick deck? You have built Carrick at some point, you have tried Carrick Crick, you've tried it at some point, and you were just you keep trying to make it fun at casual tables, but let's be honest, you really just like casting Necropotence for 0 mana.
Oh, also, hey Shaggy, how's it going?
Yeah. What's up? And then on top of that, you've just got the people who are I'm obsessed with discard. I'm obsessed with just looping Grey Merchant of Asphodel over and over and over and over and over and over and over. It's just cult. 100% in a cult. You cannot convince me otherwise.
So let's get the other easy one out. Rakdos. It's literally just black players that are confused a little bit, but they're still definitely a cult.
Okay. I actually disagree with that. So here's my thing on Rakdos players. It depends on it. So if you tell me Rakdos in EDH, yeah, this is a more cult-like group. I'm just here to sacrifice and do weird things with red and black spells. Honestly, you're just playing mono black with a red splash, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you get into 60 card constructed, Rakdos players are just whatever mid-range feels good at the moment, making them big fan category. So we have this big spread. So I guess the important question is, how much of this is EDH focused versus just generic player?
Well, you see, Jason, since EDH is the most popular format and it's not close, I think it's going to drag it up to multi-level marketing.
I definitely think it is dragging it up to at least multi-level marketing. That's 100% true. Rakdos players really just... I mean,
they're just
it's
here.
just like black. It's like, I'm just playing black mid-range anyway. Like, it's kind of similar. Although when you do get that like really fun like Rakdos sack deck in standard, like when you got to play with Oven Cat and everyone hated you, oh, I was in a fucking cult. That was great. All right, do you want to do more multicolors? Or do we want to just stick to the mono? We want to start with monocolors and go down the line.
Let's start with mono white.
All right,
And what
this is a hard one.
in EDH? I think I'm a pretty big fan of your work. If you make mono white work, and that's all you play, I respect you.
It's like mono white. The thing is, I just don't find people who are fans of mono white.
Exactly. That's why I said they're a big fan.
Such a rare breed. Yeah, but it's like that almost like puts them in a cult by default, just how few there are. Like, I mean, to be fair, I do feel like big fan or shareholder is about where mono white would be. Because, like, realistically, you're just looking for, your fun creature deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your fun creature. Although life game players are absolutely in a cult.
Oh.
So, like,
yeah,
100% life game players are in a cult.
But they don't have a
doubt
specific color combination. They're just life game players.
You've never seen a mono white EDH deck in your life.
I've seen
occasionally.
I've seen two.
Fake name, mono white equipment slaps? Absolutely it does.
Yep.
And that's the thing. There's so many different ways to play mono white, though, that it definitely is not, like, singularly a cult, even if there are cults within it.
Mm-hmm.
I think big fan or shareholders?
I'm more on the big fan. I'm a big fan of whoever is torturing themselves enough to play mono white in EDH.
Yeah, that's fair. If you want to be that mono white devotion, planeswalker, Jeru deck, or something like that.
Or you want to play mono white angels, like, you got it.
You got it, dude. All right, big fan. All right, mono blue players.
Okay, so shareholders or multi-level marketing. That's kind of where I'm falling on.
So, mono blue players are basically fall into like two categories, right? Well, actually, I guess three categories, right?
So
you have,
the
like,
ones that want to have
the control players, and then the artifact players.
So there's the ones that say that Magic is a zero-sum game of fun, and I want to have all the fun. They're definitely a cult.
They are, but they're the type of cult that will play other colors. They don't just play blue, they just play a similar style.
Yeah.
Which makes them more like shareholders or multi-level marketing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got, like, the artifact players who, like, honestly, shareholder somewhere, multi-level marketing. Again, they'll pick whatever colors make sense to them, but, I mean, artifacts are such a diverse group anyway, so it's like, mono blue artifacts, though, tends to be the more combo-y of the group.
Yep.
Shareholders does feel like the right spot for this. I'll say that.
Shareholders definitely feels like the right spot.
And it's just the people who just like drawing cards and stuff like that, and like that's what their blue is. And you got the mill players as well. Maybe they are just big fans.
No,
they're holding on. They got them diamond hands.
They're playing all of the counter magic. It doesn't matter if they're drawing a ton of cards. Like,
true. It's just, you don't get to have your fun. I'm gonna have all of it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Mono
Let's get
red.
into mono red. Mono red's all over the place, man.
I want to say your average mono red player is a shareholder.
Probably at base. Let's break down some groups, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, the mono red burn players, or the burn player in general, that's a cult. That is absolutely a cult. You cannot. The people who play burn and nothing but burn, who build just mono red for the ladder on arena or whatever, like, and that's the only thing they play. Cult. Absolute cult.
The people that are artifact enjoyers of mono red.
Oof.
Yeah.
I like you guys. You guys are great. I'm a big fan of your work. They get, like, the stompy red players who are just like green players without the green. They just like green with removal, so it's like playing black, but not. It just works. It's great.
I've never had stompy red explained like that, but that is the most apt description.
You loved your mono red Kiki Jiki deck? That's a great one too.
That is.
Kiki Jiki's great.
Kiki Jiki is fantastic. Then there's the Kiki combo players, and you know what?
Honest, it's like the individual. let's also get into like mono red prison players. Those guys that just want to cast Blood Moon as quickly as possible, right? That's a cult. That is absolutely a cult.
Like I said, I don't think they can go anywhere but share hodlers.
Share hodlers.
Like, they're...
Blue and red get to stick together again? Oh, lovely.
Yep. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. There is a certain color combination coming up. That'll fix that.
Yeah. Alright, then. I think share hodlers make sense for our red players. Our mono red aficionados, you are definitely share hodlers.
Alright. Jason, are all the Timmys based as fuck? Or are they big fans?
Okay. Hot take, maybe. I don't know what it is, but I have run into more Colt green players than I have Colt red players.
True.
Like, I have run into players who say, I play elves and nothing but elves. Right?
Okay.
And that's one archetype. I've run into green players who say, I don't care so long as I'm crashing in with a 6/6. If I can't crash in with a 6/6, I'm not playing this format, right? The level of cult mentality we have going on here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I'm the problem, it's that your format's the problem.
True,
right?
true. You know what, Jason? You're making very valid points here.
And let's go even further on this, right? Any EDH deck that has green in it is basically a green deck splashing a color, not the other way around.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So green is never the support color. It's always the star of the show. It's trying to make sure it's the big one. It wants to make sure you know what it's selling to you. It's multi-level marketing.
Yep. That's exactly where I put it.
Mono green multi-level marketing. You heard it here first, folks. All right. Azorius. Cult.
Okay. Cult.
It's a fucking cult.
You are the control player. And that is all you are. You are the control player. You don't play anything else.
the only thing you play is control. You may play Flicker, all right? Just tell me, what is Flicker exactly?
It's control.
It's control. It's control with permanence in play. That's what it is. The Azorius players are just here to have a well-regulated, fun time for themselves. They had to fill out 13 forms to get here. They're going to make sure that you fill out 5 as well, right?
They're going to make sure they're
time.
your 13th reason why. So.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Kelvin. Glad you're enjoying. Welcome to the cult conversations.
Welcome to the cult conversations. All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
Azorius players are a cult. Like, what else do you play anyway?
Dimir players.
Ooh. Shareholder or multi-level marketing?
I think they're multi-level marketing. Because they're like...
They're
definitely a lot more black than they are blue.
I do typically find that. There are the blue-black control players, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Which does lean a little more into the blue side of things. But at the same time, I mean, they really just can't get away from the very, very powerful effect of Thoughtseize. Really, it's just Thoughtseize.
It's either discard, mill, like...
Mill's a cult. Mill is absolutely
Mill
a cult.
is a cult. And so therefore, that's why Dimir is going multi-level marketing. Because let's be real, Dimir is the mill color.
You're right. Yeah, you are absolutely right. Multi-level marketing makes perfect sense for Dimir. They are absolutely putting out those information campaigns, making sure that you know exactly what they're up to and what you're not allowed to do.
Yep.
So, Henry Rules doesn't make you a cult, but I feel... I guess that's feeling for the non-Azorius. Hey, we're talking about the Azorius players, all right?
Azorius players are 100% a cult.
They're gonna play control no matter what they can do. It doesn't matter if they have a good Azorius deck that's not control. They're playing control. If you have a deck that is Azorius but it's not control, like the Soldiers deck that's in Standard, yeah, screw that. The Azorius players aren't playing that. It's the mono white players are playing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you ever want to notice what's a common deck in every format, Azorius control.
Yep.
Just saying.
They're gonna make sure it's there.
You gotta make sure it's there.
Alright. Gruul.
Okay. They're multi-level marketing. Because it's just green with extra steps.
It is green with extra steps. And I mean, look, I know this is also the group that says, not Gruul, then die.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly,
it's literally
I
just
just
green
feel
with
like
extra steps.
Gruul players are just aggro players in different ways. They're kind of like green, but they almost feel like shareholders to me. I mean, to be fair, like every green combination feels a little bit more towards the multi-level marketing level because of just green itself.
Yep. That's
But
kind of where I was gonna get at. Like, so they combine the Stompy red players with the Stompy green players to form this ultimate
Mill is
Stompy.
a great archetype. What type of cult are you in? What type of
What are-
multi-level marketing BS are you selling to me?
Chris White, what are you smoking and where can I get some?
Cruel players like to sniff each other, and that's very cult-like.
Yep. See, Kelvin gets it.
You know what? You have sold me on multi-level marketing at the very minimum. We can proceed.
All right, yet another share hodler.
Okay, yeah. Green whites just kind of shareholders. Yeah.
You're either a tokens player, you're a life gain player.
Tokens, life gain, you just like some stompy here and there.
Mhm.
Or you're the type of person who really went off the deep end and you started playing Selvala Twiddlestorm stuff and you just can't get out of that.
Hey, you know what? Selvala Twiddlestorm is kind of based as fuck, so I respect it.
Goalie persists, creatures altered. It's mill time. Alrighty then. Yeah, I don't have much more to say about Selesnya, but then again, nobody has that much to say about Selesnya.
It's true. Okay.
Alright, Orzhov, you're on a cult.
Yep.
Orzhov is mono black, but you decided to dip into more life gain.
Or you just decided to dip into even more sacrifice effects.
Yeah, it's like
my guy.
The best I can say is Orzhov is mono black players that decided to take a walk and then they just went outside of their room.
My guy looks at the mono black Orzhov list and Pioneer. Yep.
Yeah, look,
cult.
Cult. It's a cult.
All right.
Get away from it.
Speaking of cults, Jason.
Is it a cult? Is it 100% a cult? Okay, real talk. Do we want to try to do like sub-level, like which one is like within the tiers, which is more cult than another? Because is either number 1 or number 2.
It's number 2 behind mono black.
Yeah, it's one of these two is the number 1. I'm not 100% sure which one it is, but I am perfectly fine with mono black being the number 1. Like seriously, I don't. Okay, I know so many Izzet players who literally won't play anything else.
Except for Izzet.
No, like legit, they cannot break outside of the color combination.
Ethan.
They try to break.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Ethan, yeah. Sorry, but yes. But like even then, like I have like one of the people who taught me how to play Magic is like firmly a teamer player, but
it's just Izzet.
Well, she specifically was just Izzet, right? She was Izzet with Stompy. that was what her goal was. Then I had one of my friends that I brought into Magic. I showed him how to play Magic with Perforos, and then that immediately got him into. He went straight to Mizzix after that, and he never moved away from it. Like we tried to get him to play other things and try other stuff. He tried Freya, he tried Corvold, he tried Prosh. He tried Prosh, not Corvold. He tried all sorts of different things, and nothing scratched an itch like him. Like Izzet did for him in any different way. It didn't matter if he played it as artifacts, if he played it as whatever. He just Izzet, and nothing else.
You are the Izzet player. Let's just recognize your role if you're the Izzet player.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is what you are, and that is what you do.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, Golgari's 100% a cult.
I don't think so. I think I was actually leaning more towards shareholders on Golgari. Because I think Golgari is just like whatever mid-range pile and graveyard stuff you want to do.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's almost always a graveyard deck.
It's mono black, but they decided to step outside and touch grass.
See?
What if we said multi-level marketing? Because here's my thing on Golgari. They absolutely are stuck in the graveyard and they can't get away from it, but they're also kind of like, yeah, but I'm also just like, here's a big guy, and then I cast a kill spell, and like, you know what, I'd be happy to do that in different colors, but green-black just does it the way I like it, you know?
Look, all I'm going to say is I'm definitely in the Golgari cult, because I am a huge rock enjoyer, so...
Yeah, exactly. I do think this may be our queen of multi-level marketing, though.
Yep.
Like, Golgari is the most multi-level marketing of the group. Even beyond, like, mono green itself.
Your founder is just barely not doing enough to make you a cult. That's about it.
Hey, Zombified Potato, list is going great. If you need an explanation of what's going on, we're deciding if you tell me what your favorite color combination is in Magic, I will tell you the probability that you're in a cult, right? So, if you're a mono black aficionado, you're absolutely in a cult. Is it? Cult.
100%.
Azorius? Cult. You made me sign 16 pieces of paperwork to get to that point, but cult. Like, whereas mono white over here, just a big fan of your work, honestly.
All right.
Boros. Honestly, especially with how diverse Boros has been getting recently, I will put Boros in based as fuck. Like, it used to be that Boros was just, you like it to Panchi, and you like it to equipment. But now we've got things ranging from, like, artifact aristocrats to artifact creature aggro. Obviously, we have all different sorts of shades of equipment. We have Spellslinger components with Feather. We've got, like, Queen Caleb and Krug and whatever in the world that deck is doing.
This is for Gutty. Gutty, your base is fuck.
Boros is based.
Boros is
what can
based.
I say? Also, I have not met a Boros player who wouldn't sit there and go, yeah, play something else as well. Like,
Right.
they don't mind trying out different things.
All right.
Simic.
Simic stands. Where is Simic
Okay.
going? Because they're
This is a hard one.
they're so weird. Because like they're somewhere in these top 4, and I can never tell where.
They're somewhere in the top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
Right? Here's the thing about Simic. Simic, at its core, is Simic and nothing else. You will not get away from it. But, you just like your big creatures in drawing, but you're happy to use other colors to get there. So it's kind of like that thing where if you ask somebody... And by the way, I guess I should mention this. My whole idea for this came from when I was at my LGS. Someone was asking, what's your favorite two-color combination? And I had a completely different answer for my 2-color versus my 3-color. And that really, like, that made the employee really, really happy, like, because they were just, like, trying to dissect what that means. So this is very fun. Simic players are the type of people who would say their favorite 2-color is Simic, and their favorite 3-color absolutely includes Simic.
Yeah.
But, like, their favorite 3-color, 4-color, or 5-color is just Simic. So, like...
It's just green with extra steps.
It is just green with that. I feel like that puts it on the low end of multi-level marketing.
Because, like, you're playing counters, you're playing shitters, you're practically just playing green with extra steps.
Yeah, it is green with extra steps. It certainly is. Right? And it's just, like, the most green you can get with extra steps as well. Which is one of my huge criticisms of Simic. It's just green. Don't forget Bogles. I mean, I feel like they forgot themselves.
Yeah, they kind of forgot themselves.
They're over there in Selesnya. Alright. So, Bant.
Alright.
Bant's interesting.
You know...
Shareholders?
I think they're shareholders.
Like, they're shareholders. They're somewhere between big fan and multi-level marketing. They're definitely not a cult. I can tell you that. Bant players don't really try to convince me to play Bant, because very little convinces me to play Bant. But
I mean, how much
at the
value
same
do you
time-
like, Jason?
yeah, that's the thing. It's just like, what type of value do you want to play?
Do you want to
It's
play?
just value training plus control pieces.
Do you want to play the life gain value? Do you want to play the Simic value? We don't talk about the Azorius plus green.
I mean, we can talk about the flicker value.
But we don't talk about those players.
Yeah, the Bant control players. They're over playing Legacy. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely... is it just big fan?
It might just be big fan.
I think it's higher end of big fan, more towards shareholders. Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think that's fair.
As for players, shareholders,
Oh,
I ain't saying that they're in a cult. Oh, actually,
that they're just Azorius players that want to play Thoughtseize, Jason. All they are.
there's a whole lot of like artifact players, and there's mid-range players and aggro. Oh, not aggro, but a lot of different like value archetypes as well.
Yep. And Jason. What does that mean? There is Aureus players that want to play Thoughtseize. Like, it's what they are. Let's.
Fine, put them in a cult. They don't quite feel like a cult the same way to me, but I guess. Azorius players with hand disruption, sure.
Yep.
Or reanimation effects or something. Alright. Grixis. Grixis feels like more of a cult to me than
I think they're both cults.
they are. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's
if
that's
you're
fair.
a Grixis player, you're only playing Grixis. Like,
I mean, Grixis is, I mean, to me, Grixis is literally just either Rakdos or blue-red, but you decided to play with Thoughtseize. Like, like you wanted more rituals. You wanted to go even faster with your spells.
or you just want to play with Rhystic Study in your Rakdos deck. You know what?
Exactly.
Sure.
These Rakdos players put, like, you know, permanence in play. Grixis players are on stacking in their head. Really, more than anything, Grixis players are in their head. That's
They're
the
in
most
their
important
head.
part for me. Alright. Jund players. Alright, if this is modern Jund, you are absolutely a cult. If this is...
All right,
If
Jason.
this
No,
is-
no. Jason, is it Boomer Jund or Zoomer Jund? Boomer Jund's definitely a cult.
Oh, Boomer Jund's 100% a cult. I mean, Zoomer Jund's almost a cult. It's more of multi-level marketing, though. And EDH
It's
Jund is...
It's practically Boomer Jund.
This is high-level multi-level marketing. Let's be honest here. Like, this is pretty high up there. I don't know if it's... You know, actually, I would say it's a higher multi-level marketing campaign than Golgari. Golgari appreciates what it's doing, but...
Yeah, because all you're doing is just taking the worst parts of both Rakdos and Golgari and then merging them together.
Fair enough. Alright, Naya, big fan.
Big fan.
Big fan of your work, honestly. Just,
Huge fan.
you look, you're doing green stuff, and I don't appreciate that, but I do appreciate that you are just diverse in how you do it. Yes, it is a whole bunch of creatures and a lot of the same thing over and over again, but you're
Look.
like, look, if I can get the same experience in a different color, I'll play a different color combination. It's fine.
Or you're a based as fuck Hate Bears player, and I respect that.
Oh, Jetmir Hate Bears, let's go.
Let's go.
Did you ever take a look at that Kit Kanto control list that Rebel made?
Yes.
That's a funny one.
That's a really funny deck. Yeah, yep.
Naya do in fact go Brewer.
Naya goes Burr. Like,
That's what more can you say on that, honestly. Good on you, Naya.
mhm.
Alright, Absan. Shareholders.
100%.
You like playing Sacrifice, but you like hating yourself.
Who
Tell
is
me I'm
it
wrong.
called? The band Soul Ring crowd? You know what? True.
Yeah, honestly, I've had a lot of people who play Absan are like really dedicated to playing within that color combination, but they're not dedicated to just playing Absan. They like playing all the different ways of playing things within this color combination. But you know what? Shareholders.
Shareholders.
Because, you know, by comparison, Gruul players are just playing green, but
Now, as soon as
they
all
like a
my
little bit of burn.
now as soon as all my lands players move over to Absent, then they'll start going up. But we haven't had MH3 release yet, so
Lance players are definitely the multi-level marketing.
they're gonna single-handedly pump up.
Shareholders with lifelong policy. True diamond hands never letting go.
Yep.
That's what we have here.
For now.
All right.
Give it 2 weeks.
Jeskai.
Okay, are they multi-level marketing or are they a cult? Like,
Jeskai's crazy to me. Okay, so like, this is just going to be the continued hate train on Jeskai for a moment. So in Commander in particular, Jeskai does not have the best commanders. It always has these weird commanders that have, like, if you just made a slight adjustment to this commander, it would be really good, it would really enjoy it. They love control.
That's a pretty apt description.
I don't know, I don't feel like they're just playing control, because, like, you run into the Storm-style players in Jeskai as well, you run into the mid-range players, and again, because, like, at least from the commander's perspective, right? You have really, really weird commanders in Jeskai. Like, Dr. Madison Lee is a pretty weird commander for a artifacts commander, right?
Then slowly,
and Tetsun's an even weirder one.
That slowly devolves into a storm deck.
Correct. Which does start putting it more into that multi-level marketing area.
There we go. It's not, you're either playing Storm or you're playing Control. There is no in between.
Gas, Kreis, and Zedru. Zedru is a cult in of itself, but we're cool with that.
Man,
aggressively casual players. Oh, we don't like playing counterspells here. Zoria's control, if they wanted to be a little spicy. In 60-card constructed, I absolutely agree with you.
In Commander, we're either, like I said, we're either Storm or we're Control, and there is no in between.
Yeah, that does put it into the multi-level marketing category. All right. Sultai players.
Multi-level marketing.
Might go. You're probably right.
They're playing a Sultai value pile.
I might make a justification for share hodlers for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are correct. They are playing value piles no matter what. And they do have a tendency towards the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
But they do get pretty diverse in how they do it.
I mean... But, like... Do they really, though?
As an Azorius player, 100% cold. Thank you.
Yep. Multi-level marketing cult. Yeah. You do have a very diverse way of getting your value, but your value always pays off the exact same way.
20 Shades of Tassiker.
You know what? Yeah, Kelvin's got it. Kelvin's got it. Multi-level marketing.
Multi-level marketing it is. I do think they're on the low end of multi-level marketing, at least.
Oh, I think they're at the bottom of it.
Absolute bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright. So, chat, you're going to need to chime in on this one because we're biased as fuck. I view Mardu as based as fuck.
I also view Mardu as based as fuck.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't think I've met a Mardu player who says, like, yeah, I'm a dedicated... Like, Mardu is my favorite color combination, and I have yet to see them only play Mardu. And even if they do, like, tend towards Mardu, they just play a whole bunch of different things within Mardu.
Yep.
Now, I say that as a resident, my favorite 3-color deck is Mardu, so, chat, please, tell me if I'm wrong here.
Mardu is just there doing their thing. See? Based.
And you know what the best part about that? Define their thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Mardu is a combat junkie?
I mean, that's, you know, that's fair.
Sure.
There is a tendency towards Mardu to be very combat heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to Hada.
But, like, how much of that is... How much of that is Mardu's fault, and not the fact that we only get combat cards printed in Mardu colors?
I mean, that's fair. My favorite way to play Mardu is, like, mid-range. Like, aggressively slanted mid-range. Like, I loved playing Mardu Pyromancer in Modern when that was legal. Like,
We love punchies more than most.
And Reanimator's also great? True. Reanimator feels fantastic.
Alright, chat.
Well,
where are we putting Mardu at?
I still feel based. I have yet to be convinced against based here.
Mardu is just Boros players with extra steps, so...
We have extra steps, which makes us more based.
Mm-hmm.
Edgar, Kalia, Kelson, Ishin. Need to keep going? You are just describing all these decks I've played and loved every minute of them. Kelson was like, that's particularly fun.
Except for Edgar. We both hate Edgar.
Sorry, but Thing is as descriptive as I can get when it comes to Mardu.
True.
It's just kind of there.
Yep.
Based, love it. Alright.
Yep, Kelvin describes it the best.
Kelvin's got it with that face. Elsha's great. Yeah, Alesha.
I have an Edgar deck. I hate him too.
Based Mardu players right here.
Based.
All right, Teamer.
Okay.
Um,
I'm a
you're
huge
somewhere
fan
between-
of the Teamer lifestyle, but they're definitely multi-level marketing or shareholders.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're definitely somewhere between multi-level marketing shareholders. They even kind of creep into cult at times. If you are just like a specifically Teamer player, you are like addicted to Teamer value storming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just gonna get a whole lot of stuff into play. I'm gonna take a bunch of game actions. We're gonna get 37 things flying off of the walls here, and you just draw cards.
You draw cards.
Thanks, loot.
Or you cascade.
And that's the based gameplay right there.
Yep.
I think we're on the high. I think we're on the highest end of sharehodlers.
I don't think they can
I think
go any higher.
Teamer defines sharehodler for me.
All right.
Almost to the point of multi-level marketing.
All right, Jason. Sans white players.
Y'all weird. Like, big fan of your work, I guess. Like,
You know what,
if your favorite color combination is everything except white, it's just like you're all over the place. Teamer players be like, the game is based around game actions and I want the most market share of them all. True.
True.
Holden. Oh, sure. KB, go ahead and say what you want to say about Bant. We'll get to it in a second. But yeah, Sans White, big fan?
I mean, it's just Yidris players. And I'm a huge fan of Yidris. So I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I like Idris as well. Like, it just... They just do all sorts of... I don't know. The one thing they're not trying to do is, like, completely control, like, dictate the rules of a game, but they'll stop you from doing what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't like taxes, they don't like stacks, but they will absolutely counterspell the shit out of you. I don't know. These guys are weird. Also, we just only have one actual commander for this, so...
Yeah.
Here we are.
Alright. Saskia enjoyers.
Yes, the other combat aficionados, but like really stuck in combat and really more punchy green aristocratic stuff. I would say big fan, probably to the higher end of big fan.
I'm a big fan of their work. You know, if you hate blue so much that you will not play, you'll play everything else but blue, I respect that.
I mean, sure. I'll respect it. I mean, these are Mardu and they're basically Mardu and Naya players with extra steps, right? And more options.
So Jason, where would the Magic player that just absolutely despises blue go? Are they definitely in a cult, or?
Oh, the player who absolutely hates blue? I mean, they're just right there in the green section. Like, yeah, that is a cult.
Bant is the most Scientology of the color combinations in existence.
I'm sorry, what? Okay, hold on. KB says here, Bant is 100% cult. They say they're in a group hug deck, but in actuality, they're an international crime organization. Bant is the most Scientology set of color combos on existence. What did I just read? What is this?
You're getting claps from me. You're getting claps from me. That's... Wow. Just wow.
KB, I don't think you've convinced me, but man, you have just made my day.
You know what? I could be convinced to go shareholders with just that statement.
You know what? Sure, you got it.
Like,
You got it. Share upgraded to sharehodlers.
my God.
All right.
Okay. So this Sans Black used to be based as fuck. And then Omnath had to go and ruin everything.
Yeah, I mean, this color combination basically just became lands, but weird.
Yeah.
Lands with extra steps. It's maybe shareholders, big fan shareholders.
I'm
Probably
more of a shareholders.
Yeah, I think it's on the light end of shareholders. Like,
Because, like I said, if it was just K&T, a base as fuck. But since Omnath is here, you have to go hodlers.
absolutely, absolutely. All right, Sans red players.
You're a really rare breed.
Nah, I mean this is your Atraxa players for sure.
Oh, that's true.
I mean these are. This group is Value Town USA. They're basically base Simic as well, but they like a little bit of spice in there, you know. I would say at minimum we're talking multi-level marketing.
If we're gonna just do original Atraxa players, it's definitely a cult.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Original Atraxa players, 100% purely a cult.
Now,
but we have
new Atraxa players are dragging you down to multi-level marketing. So
new Atraxa players are just here for that value. They are Flicker players in control, but in not the control. They're a weird breed as well.
This is also the Tim Thrasios player pile.
Yeah. Again, like we get it. You really like drawing cards.
You love drawing cards. We understand.
You like drawing cards, and you like being able to actually kill things.
Atraxa players need their own category. Yeah, they're definitely the most culty out of all the Magic players.
True. All right, our Sans green players. Boy, do I love you. Get in your cult.
Hello, Brea enjoyers.
Yes, hello, Brea enjoyers. If you tell me that your only deck you play is Brea, or this color combination is the only thing you play, like, you're just playing artifacts. You don't play anything else. And, like, normally I'd look at CDH and say, like, oh, well, you know, we got, like, our Tim Necrom players over here, but they're just playing to win. They're just playing, like, the single best deck that they could play in the format. If it was something else, they'd play something else. Mm-hmm. Sure, but that's not their favorite color combination. They don't care about that one as their favorite color combination. If you tell me your favorite color combination is Brea, cult.
You know who else is a cult? Anybody who plays 5 colors.
Okay. In a slight defense of one of my least favorite color combinations in the entire game. They just want to do everything.
Yeah.
They're willing to play every play style. They're willing to do it. They want to do everything. Granted, they lean towards a Simic value pile and they're just splashing Mardu. Rude. But
No. But, I'm taking notes here on why you're, so I can formulate my counter argument.
Oh, absolutely. In the end, though, if you told them, hey, to do this thing, you would have a more fun time if you dropped one of their colors, they'd feel a little bit bad about it, but they'd probably do it.
Man, we're talking about two completely different types of players then, because all the 5 color players that I've ever ran into, that's all they're playing.
It's just 5 color value piles?
Yep. They're absolutely just doing nothing but playing 5 color value piles.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, they're in a cult. What level of cult are we in? Are they past Grixis?
No, I think they're right above Esper.
Right above Esper in terms of being in a cult?
Yep.
Okay. I will accept this. Alright, our mud players.
Based.
I don't know all 2 of you out there, but like...
No, Jason, there's Tron.
Oh, that's a cult. Tron's a cult. Man. 5 colors are based because they love each other equally, except red. 5 color players love green and blue. And sometimes they like black and white. And they definitely don't like red.
No, they hate red. Except for Dockside. They love Dockside. They love their Dockside. They're dumb little goblin.
Brea players have true crime podcasts about them. Roast.
Man, this is just the Ethan roasting stream. Holy.
Alright, so where does colorless actually go here?
Alright. So, if we factor in the Tron players, they're automatically going to be multi-level marketing.
But, and also Eldrazi players. Like, let's be real, Eldrazi players in general are what I would consider a cult. That said, they're not all like that. They like big mana. They have a big, like,
Okay.
they like big mana and they cannot lie.
Okay, Jason.
The Mother Brothers can't deny.
Okay, Jason, what are they normally playing in all of their decks? Eldrazi and Tron pieces.
True, but you do have the artifact ones as well, who are like, well, yeah, the
Yeah,
Tron
you're
pieces
still-
are gonna be there, but like,
you're still
Tron's
playing.
just kind of in there as like a joke when it's EDH at least.
But Jason, then you're still playing your Eldrazi Titans.
Where's Mono Red? Mono Red is shareholders.
Sharehodlers right here.
Look, I gotta say, those burn players are really pulling up those numbers towards cult status, but shareholder, like, Mono Red's looking fine. Colorless Graveyard BS. I mean, there's not a lot of that.
There's not,
I mean,
there's not enough of that.
There's like the KCI combo looping stuff, like, and then there's when you get to like vintage and stuff, you get Mud as well, which is a very different type of deck compared to these big Eldrazi ramp decks. Like colorless players in Commander, absolutely in a cult. Colorless players in Modern,
Absolutely in a cult.
well, see that there's also Affinity, which is a cult in its own right, I guess. So. Yeah, multi-level marketing is definitely where we belong, and probably in the higher end of multi-level marketing. I would say so more than Jund.
Yeah.
Right, like if you are a colorless player, you're a psycho. Where are you?
You need to be locked up for everybody else's safety.
Yeah, true. All right. So, now that we have everything in context, anything feeling out of place?
You know, mono white might actually be too high.
You think it's based?
I think it's kind of based. Like I said, if you're willing to torture yourself enough to play mono white in any format, you're kind of based.
Sure. Put a top of base as fuck though, because like you're walking into big fan territory. Selesnya players. Enchantress, 1/1 counters, stuff. Are we more big fanning here? Or are we still shareholding on them?
Wait. Give me 1 second. Let me put the BRB screen up so I can pull up EDH.
My main colors are colorless Mardu and Sultai. Well, you know what? You gave me a bunch of different ones. You told me Mardu's in there? That just tells me you're based.
That tells me you're based. Okay. So let's let's get our Selesnya commanders pulled up here. All right. You probably can't see it. Let me zoom. Zoom in out. Help? No.
It helps some.
Zoom in. Aha! There we go. Now we can at least see Sithis.
Enchantress.
Cats.
Based.
Based.
Humans. I like it.
Nah, yeah. Okay.
I mean, humans players will play any color combination so long as they can play humans.
That's true. Tokens.
Sure. Ramp. Group hug. And like actual group hug.
You know what? They might actually just be big fans.
Yeah, I think low end big fans.
Yeah.
Like you're moving towards based here.
They have old Sisei. You know what? That is based.
That's true.
They have Hamza too, and Hamza is very based. So
Hamza is a based commander, although weird deck. All right, yeah. Let's pull Selesnya down to big fan status. Are they more big fan? Yeah, that feels about right.
yeah, they're definitely more of a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
They're almost based. Like I said, just wait.
I'm
just
based
wait.
mostly. You're based multi-level marketing zombified potato. Absolutely. You're the type of person out here trying to get us to sign up for charities. I appreciate your work, but that's a multi-level marketing scam.
All right. Give it 3 weeks, and then Abzan players will be definitely in a cult, because all the Lance players will have migrated over.
They'll be there for a week. Absint's also got, you know, the Enchantress, a couple of Enchantress players. Not too many of the Enigthea players anymore, right?
No, it's mainly either Reanimator or it'll be lands. It'll either be Reanimator or lands.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
so is Kelvin based? No, Kelvin. You're a Demir and Izzet player. You're not based.
I would say Demir, yes, but also red. Kelvin likes red.
Mhm.
You can enjoy your status as a sharehodler.
Mhm.
Does anything need to move?
I don't think so.
I think Bray's still a cult.
Prey is definitely a cult.
John's still a cult? Or not cult, multi-level marketing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You're
Practice
playing
multi-level
the
marketing?
Jun deck. What's up?
Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything I want to move. Nothing I want to. There's stuff I could, like, argue about. But, like, feels fine.
I think it's fine.
Proud is it, player? Get out of here. You disgust me.
Disgusting.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it. Save it. Download it. We did it, team. We have determined which color combinations are in a cult. This is fantastic. Alright, and with that, I don't really have anything else I wanted to do for stream. You good, Matt?
I think I'm good here. Is there any, like, Xerscale stuff? No. Like...
No, nothing I really wanted to step on at the moment. I mean, we were going to do a lot of Xerscale stuff in, like, 3 weeks.
Yeah, this is just... It's really unfortunate that the stream is so short.
An hour-long stream's still a decent length stream. I don't mind. Alright then. Well, thank you all very much for joining us today. If you want to check out our edited gameplay videos, they come out every Saturday. You're going to particularly enjoy this week's video because that was dumb. That was a fun one. If you'd like to join us or hang out with us directly, you can go join our Discord. That is open to the public. We always talk about things like weird stuff like this will come up occasionally. Messing with decks. We always have game nights every Saturday, so if you want to play with us, you can also do that. If you'd like to support us financially, we have a Patreon. We also have some merch that you can buy if you'd like to get yourself a t-shirt or a hoodie or something like that. I think. Well, do we have a hoodie? I can't remember if we have a hoodie.
I think we have a hoodie.
Maybe we have a sweater. Something like that. Yeah, we got options. And of course, we got social media. Follow us there if you want to hear more about these streams and things like that ahead of time.
Yep.
All right.
Join us next week for 100% for certain going to do Pre-Con League with our $60 upgrades.
Absolutely. I'm really hoping that we don't run into any issues there because I really want to play the Pre-Con League. This is fun.
I do too. That's why I was a little bit upset tonight, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine though. All right. Take care, everyone. You'll have a great night.
Night. Goodbye. And we're good.